Hey guys, welcome to a Goku of Light anime review. So it's been a while since I really worked on the series Trinity Seven, and me personally, I enjoy the series. If you have never seen it and you just happen to across this video, it's a shonen comedy with a lot of fan service, but it's pretty funny. Honestly, it's very short. If it was a long series, I'd probably have a problem with all the fan service and whatnot. But it's a pretty short series. It revolves around, if you've never seen it, a mage named Arata. But basically, go to episode 1 of my reviews if you've never seen it. So this is going to be a review of episode 3. So jumping into it, Trinity 7, episode 3. Where we left off in episode 2, you had two of the other members of the Trinity 7. I believe the names are Akio and Mira showing up and basically attacking Arata right away. As they attacked him, the episode ended. And episode 3, it appears, and they're all kind of just hanging out in bathing suits. They're at almost looks like a barbecue place or something like that, and like a little beach house kind of thing. And Arata's there. They're in their bathing suit. This is where you get the comedy and fan service, yada yada. People messing around. It's pretty funny. I enjoyed it. But then after you get the little opening cutscene, we get back into the story. So going back into the story, we pick up where episode 2 left off, and we see, I believe the name is Akio. Yeah, Akio is kicking Arata, then he disappears. She thinks at first she kind of destroyed him, but obviously that doesn't make sense for him to just disappear off of a kick. A few minutes later, he appears in Yui's room, which apparently is like a dream room or a dream world. He appears there. She explained to him that he was about to get basically fucked up, so she saved him. She starts explaining a bit more about the magic. There's these things called themas. Themas are basically a way of categorizing the different types of magics. Below I'll list the different types because I can't pronounce all of them probably the correct way, and I'd rather not butcher the names, so I'll list them below, the different themas. But they have 7 different themas that are similar to this, the 7 sins, the Trinity 7, that's kind of the theme of this. And so within that we get a little bit more info on the actual storyline. He figures out, a little bit, I have an idea how to control his magic, because the whole concept of the show is he's the Demon Lord candidate, and that's kind of the reason why I enjoy watching it, is because I want to see what he becomes. And personally, it's just a pretty funny show. It's real light. It's not so deep in the plot like a lot of the other shows I watch, and animes like One Piece and everything that really have hidden meanings behind them. This is real straightforward. Fan service. Guy's a really cool mage. He's the Demon Lord candidate. It's only episode 3, so there's not too much to talk about, but basically he comes back from Yui's world. He has a better understanding of the magic, and this is where we see how adept he really is as being a Demon Lord candidate, because he uses this magic called Control, which categorizes it into the Superia or Superia. See, that's why I'm not really going to say too much of the names, but it's one of those thema categories, and he basically erases all the magic there. And this is where we get a little bit more of the comedy. Since everybody uses what's called a Magnus mode or a Mage mode, their clothes transform and things like that. And since he dispelled all the magic, all the girls' clothes go flying off. Kind of funny. They start covering up, embarrassed, yada yada. It fast forwards. We get back to the kind of current scene. He's at the beach hut, and he's explaining to the girl Selena, who's kind of like a reporter, exactly what happened. And then she becomes real curious. She wants to know more about his magic. She starts asking him all these questions. They go to a cliffside. He explains it a bit more, and she keeps pushing, like, oh, let me see it. So he shows her. He ends up knocking her clothes off too. A little bit more fan service, but pretty funny. Continues forward. This is where we actually get some more plot development. They go to what's called, a unisex beach house or something like that, or a bathhouse. Kind of basically just like a hot tub kind of thing, hot springs. They go there. They start talking more. And they start exploring his type of magic more. He asks to see the different girls that are actually collaborating with him. So at this point, if you've seen the show, Akio and Mira, the 2 other standoffish girls, the blonde and the girl with the black hair, they're not really cooperating, so they kind of just break off from the group. We have the 4 other girls that are cooperating, and 1 person that we haven't seen yet that's missing out of the Trinity 7. And the 4 girls decide that they'll show him his magic. And this is where we kind of get an idea that his magic basically appears to copy other people's magic. We don't really know how complex Arata's magic is yet, but we know after seeing Lilith show him his magic and he was able to duplicate it, that he does have the ability to copy certain people's magic. So maybe not everybody's, but to a degree he can copy magic. And he can also erase magic. So he's got, you know, a good deal of hidden power going on. Obviously, he's the Demon Lord candidate. And so I'm pretty excited to see the next episode. Be sure to check out tomorrow's episode review, and you know, I'll be talking about what happens in episode 4. Hopefully episode 4, you know, we have some good fan service as well, because it's pretty funny. Obviously there's a lot of shows like Fairy Tail that kind of butcher the fan service, you know, when you have 500 something episodes of it. I don't know, obviously there's not. I don't think there's that many episodes of Fairy Tail. I don't really know how many there is at the moment. I think it's like 200, maybe 300. But all that, you know, Fairy Tail is a good series and all, but that's one of the biggest complaints I always had watching the show, was too much fan service for the length of the show, and the, you know, because it had so much potential. Fairy Tail, in my opinion, is a great series, but it can be annoying. And anyways, that's off topic. Going into it, the show episode rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Good, but not great, but did progress the story a little bit, and we have a bit of a, I would say, better understanding or grasp of the potential of the Demon Lord candidate's powers. And the one thing I'd like to bring up is, since he is a candidate, there's a good chance that we will see another candidate sometime in the series. That's something I'm just going to predict, you know, as I watch the series. We'll see when that happens. When it does, you know, I'll say something. If it doesn't, then I'll be like, oh, I was wrong. Anyways, if you like this review, let me know. Trinity 7, Episode 3. Have a great day.